Hi everyone, checking out a new server here. It's a Korean War server. It's one of the best ones that I've seen. It has a really detailed airport situation with lots of planes and refueling trucks and stuff. It's really good. Getting shot at by a MiG there. It's AI, it's PvE, so it's players on the Allied side versus AI on the North Korean side. And you've got external views, which is great, so I can make a cinematic video from this server. I took off, somehow I jammed my front undercarriage wheel down. Like such. So dogfighting with this kind of disadvantage, but still, it's not a big deal. Uh-oh. Lucky I had the speed brake on there. Ha! What a hit! I got a hit on him there. I can't use the radar. Yeah, got a hit on him there. Got a hit on there. I mean, I can use the radar, but it doesn't really work to my liking yet. Is he going down or no? Don't crash into the sea after him. He's still going after one of ours. Might crash though. Yeah, he's down. I got him. Yeah. Not bad with the wheel down. Just checking the chat. 3 people watching Beaufighter Gaming. Froggy, when more Beaufighter gameplay? Oh, that's a good question. I hadn't thought about that in a while. No plans to. But if I ever do play Cliffs of Dover again, I'll try and remember to play the Beaufighter first. Being shot at by flak. It's 1953 or something, so everything is World War II technology. Everything is World War II technology. The anti-aircraft guns, the flak, everything is World War II technology. These jets are the state of the art, which just come out of World War II. It's like 1953 or something, really early in the 50s, and these are state of the art technology. The Russians have their captured German scientists teaching them how to make the MiG-3, the MiG-15 fighter jet that just looks just like this plane here, the Sabre, and the Americans have their captured German scientists that are teaching them how to make the f-86 Sabre. So both sides are using their German scientists to make jet planes, and this is the result. 2 very similar looking jet planes. The MiG-15 is slightly lower technology. It's a better dogfighter, but it's not as fast. Both planes use guns, no missiles, really, not in the Korean War. This one uses 650 caliber machine guns. And the MiG uses a small cannon and a big cannon. Even as an AI plane, the MiG is hard to deal with. Going to keep looping and looping this MiG, and I can't really compete with him when he loops, so I'm going to have to kind of keep a bit of a vertical component to convert my power to altitude, different kind of energy, so I don't lose energy in the turn. I'm trying to turn with the MiG. If he's just going to keep turning, I mean, I can try at full power, but you'll see you just lose your energy after a while. But he does have hard points with fuel tanks, so he might be a bit slower because of that. For sure. I'm low on ammo. I've shot down a couple of planes. Can I get closer to him? He's got that hard limit of the ground. He might even crash into the ground, being an AI plane. biggest problem as well is I'm almost out of ammo. I can take pot shots at him from here, but I'd miss most of them and then be out of ammo when I get up closer. I just use flap in that little maneuver there. Important to put the flaps down or else you'll jam them down. He's got one of ours, unfortunately. Well, that's hit him a bit. You can see the MiG is no slouch. It's a MiG-15 and it's no slouch. It's lower technology than this one. It doesn't have the radar gun sight. The trouble in this game, I've never been able to use the radar gun sight effectively. I just prefer iron sights. Whereas in real life, I think the radar gun sight would have given the Sabre pilots a much bigger advantage over the MiGs, because it constantly, from what I understand, it constantly tells you when to pull the trigger, and you pull the trigger and you get a hit. So that would be invaluable. Alright, that was a long, drawn-out sort of a thing, but we succeeded there. Getting shot at by flak again as usual. I should probably go back to base. How much fuel have I got? Almost 100. I'm almost at 10 on the fuel gauge. I think that means 1,000 pounds. I think I'm being chased too. Don't know if that's one of ours or theirs. Should probably go back to base and land. Fast Jimmy, what did you think of the Nepal crash footage, Froggy? Yeah, I saw that. That's one strong phone. If it's a Nokia, right? They should have made, the one mistake they made was they should have made the plane out of Nokia phones, and then everyone would have survived. Because that phone survived the crash, even when it was crashing and even when it was burning and everything. I'm joking, of course. I'll tell you what I think about that crash. I think it's vax-induced. I think the pilots were both vaxxed, and I think that's the cause of the crash. And I think that you're going to see more and more and more and more and more of this kind of thing as time rolls on. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that is the reality of the situation as I see it. Vaxxed pilots, deadly. Absolutely deadly. So what happened? Apparently it was after takeoff. I don't know if it was or not, but what I saw, both exterior footage of the plane stalling and dipping a wing and going into the ground, and the interior footage too, which doesn't tell you so much, because there's interior footage as well. But the exterior footage, the useful part is about 10 seconds long. It shows the plane, what is it, a turboprop, similar to a Dash 8 or something, and or something like that. It's low, it's quite close to the ground, maybe 100 meters above the ground, and then it's struggling. Its angle of attack is high. It's about 40 meters above the ground. The pilot pulls up even more, the left wing stalls, and the plane drops the left wing big time, hard. It's a deep stall, and goes straight into the ground like that from about 40 meters above the terrain. I mean, not that it matters to the pilot because he's going to die anyway, but what he should have done there, if he realized that he was, I don't know, the engine power was out or something, what he should have done is he should have basically landed the plane. He should have landed the plane. Like, you could tell, I could tell that he was trying to maintain altitude without speed. That's factual. He was trying to maintain altitude without speed, and he stalled it about 40 meters above the surface of the Earth. If you're going to stall a plane that hasn't got enough engine power, you should do it as close to the Earth as possible. Yes, you as the pilot are going to die, but maybe some of the people, maybe in the back of the plane, are going to survive. That's what he should have done. It's a very strange crash though, right? Loss of power, so close to the ground, an extremely deep stall, an aggressive wing drop. I mean, when you're a student pilot, they teach you not to do that. It's the first thing they teach you not to do. Low and slow, dropping a wing from 40 meters above the ground, everyone's gonna die. Seriously, if he had just put the flaps down and put the nose down and flown the plane into the trees, at least somebody would have survived. So to me, it just sounds like a cognitive error. A cognitive error. To me, it just sounds like a cognitive error. What do I mean by that? I mean like an awareness error. It seems to me like the aircrew were unaware of what was going on. And I want to draw your attention, thanks for asking me that good question, to the Reno air races last year, and also to the B-17G and Super P-39 Airacobra last year. Those crashes were most peculiar. They also bespoke a lack of awareness that pilots don't usually exhibit. And I'm positing that this is because of the jab. They've all taken the jab, they've all suffered a loss of awareness or perhaps a heart attack in the air, and they've crashed and died. And I think by April this year we'll be seeing so much of this stuff. I hope that we're not, but I suspect that we will be, and I think it will just get worse and worse from there. And at some point it will become unignorable. Most people have their head in the sand about these kinds of issues right now, but at some point the issue will become unignorable. And at that point the mainstream media will start blaming all of the deaths on silly things like climate change. Oh, it's climate change. That's why someone dropped dead. Oh, it's climate change. The pilot just died suddenly because of climate change. That's what the media is going to tell you. Mark my words. Good question, Jimmy. He keeps it real. Damn straight, man. Alright, I'm going to land. I'm going to land the plane. Where was that runway? Where am I? Airbase right here, to the left and behind. There it is. These Cold War air bases, eh? I don't know if it's a friendly base or not. I'm just going to land on it. Something's happening here. I don't have any air brakes. What's going on with the air brake? Brakes have malfunctioned. Alright, that's going to make it harder. Just cut the power. Plane just took off there, I believe. Yeah, there it is. There's World War II planes in this as well. There's plenty of A-20s around, for example. And we're probably looking at an A-20 right there. I'll have to pull up soon, but there's an A-20 that just took off. That's good. It shows that this is my airbase, and there's another something on the runway there. Another A-20 just taking off. going to be hard to land without the air brakes. This is such a slippery plane, it retains so much energy. That almost looks like a runway, doesn't it? Maybe for a Thiesler Storch or another Stoll aircraft, or a CH Zenith or something. One of those planes that can land in 30 meters and take off in 15. It's all about bleeding off the speed and altitude right now. I think the flap speed is 180 knots. You've got a yellow marker there on the speedo. I bet you that's for the flaps. Hopefully I can deploy flaps. Yeah, good, they're coming down. Bit of back trim. Oh, keep the speed below 180. I'm already too high. I'm not going to sink in time. I don't know what I should do. Maybe I'll loop around again. About the gear though. No, the gear is not budging either way. Speed's good. The picture is looking a lot better now. A lot better. So we'll just glide in like this, keeping the power real low. The danger is to overrun the runway. Power right back, lower than you're supposed to. Speed's already too high, and my altitude's too high. With absolutely no power, hopefully we can sink a bit. We're going to be way too fast, I believe. You never know though, you never know. It's looking a lot better. I'll get the brakes ready. Oh, I don't have any brakes. I've got no wheels. Touchdown nose wheel first, I guess. Alright, there we go. How much ammo did I have left after all of that? By the way, I didn't get shot in the wings, but the damage model of this plane is a bit lacking, so when you have damage from, say, this skidded landing, it shows up as... Damn it. It shows up as bullet damage. How much... how many rounds have I got left? Plenty of rounds left. .50 calibers, just like on, no different than on the Mustang, World War II aircraft. That's all you got. 650 cals, that's all you've got. I think that's it. Oh, just on the right there, just 2 guns firing. And no guns. Yeah, exactly the same armament as the North American P-51D Mustang. This plane, of course, being the North American F-86 Sabre jet. It's the same company that makes the Sabre that made the Mustang. It's exactly the same company, and it's many of the same designers too, I would say, including the chief designer that designed the Mustang that was ironically from Germany. So a lot of this layout not the same, but some things are similar to in the Mustang. So there you go. That's the end of this stream, guys. It was just a short stream. I just wanted to test out this server, and I'll be back again because it's really good fun. Support my efforts any way you can. I've got a few GoFundMes up and running. If you want to see what they are, look at the main page of my YouTube channel. On the top right hand corner, you've got 2 links to 2 GoFundMes. Check them out and give generously so that I can keep doing good things and keep the channel on the air. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, bang the bell so that you get notified when I've gone live. We'll see you next time.